Hello, welcome back to our Luft channel for our lesson 6 in Python programming language for beginners. So in this lesson we will start solving some exercises because we need to practice in a combination of things we have already learned from the first lesson to the fifth. So we will try to solve an exercise which contains loop structures, validation check, if cases, and of course variables, input, and print commands. So let's say that we have this exercise which says a company pays a monthly salary to 8 employees. Its policy is to pay a minimum salary of 1,000 euros and a maximum of 4,000 euros. That means that this company will never pay a salary that is less than 1,000 euros, and at the same time it will never pay a monthly salary which is more than 4,000. So we'll have 4 tasks to do for that company. So we have to write a program. A says that will read the salaries of all 8 employees, making a validation check of every monthly salary. So we will start with that and we will move step by step. So I will copy and paste that part of the program, and I will put it as a comment there that now we start developing this part of the exercise. So we need first of all a for structure here, because we know the total number of loops from the beginning, because we know that the company pays 8 employees. So we start with for I in range, so from the first employee to the 8th. That's why I remind you we put 8 plus 1, 9 as an ending number. The step is plus 1, so we do not type anything else. So first of all, we want to guide the user, so we use a print and we tell him, please type the monthly salary of employee, and I will put here number, and there I will put a variable position, and then dot format I. So why am I doing this? Because at the start of every new loop I want this part of the text inside the print command to change. So the first loop, it must say employee number 1, then employee number 2, etc. So in that case I can have a better control of understanding on which loop number I am right now by the time I'm running the program. So after that we use a variable called salary, for example, equals to. So the salary can definitely contain decimal parts, so we'll use the float data type there. Float input. And because I do not want a line change in my print, I will use also end equals brackets. I can use that when I want to put the input at the same line with print, because print command in Python by default makes a line change. So if I don't want this to happen, I put this command at the end of my print, and equals brackets, and I can also put a space there. So the input from the keyboard will be written in the same line, and there won't have a line change there. So now for sure I will have the salaries of all employees. If I run the program right now, please type the monthly salary of employee number 1. So let's say 2,000, 4,000, and number 3, blah blah blah. Now I'm typing minus 1,000, which is not, which doesn't make sense. But the program doesn't show any message of invalid value, and I don't want this to happen. So I terminate my program, and I will put a validation check inside my for. So I will use a while command for my validation check. So I type while salary is lower than 1,000, or salary is greater than 4,000, then, and I can copy paste now the salary equals float input, and I can put a text there to make the user understand its mistake. So I can type invalid salary, please try again. So now if I run this program again and I type a salary that it doesn't agree with the company's policies, for example 6,000 euros, invalid salary, please try again. So if I type a valid one, then it moves to employee number 2. So we're done with the first task. Let's move on to the second. The program will print how many employees are paid more than 2,000 euros every month. So now I need a counter, which I initialize it before my loop function to 0. So outside while and inside for, I type if salary is greater than 2,000, then this counter must be increased by 1, so counter plus equals 1. And I must not forget to print the result. So if I move out of my for structure, I will print the result that I will type counter, comma, employees are paid monthly more than 2,000 euros each. So now if I run this program, I put 3,000, 2,500, 1,000, 1,100, 4,000, 1,300, 1,700, 3,000. So 4 employees are paid monthly more than 2,000 euros each, which is true. I have typed 4 times a value which is greater than 2000. So I'm done with task B. Let's move on to task C. I will calculate the total amount of money the company pays for salaries. Again, the sum must be initialized with 0. So inside for and outside while, I will put S plus equals salary. So in that way, every salary, every time, in every loop is added to the sum of all salaries by that moment. So at the end, after the end of the for structure, I type print the total amount of money the company pays for salaries is, and now I can use, I will try it this way, 0, which means the first variable position, up down dot F, which means that there is a float variable position, and then dot format. So in that position will be the variable S. So I can put there euros as well. And now moving on to the last task, we'll calculate the average monthly salary. So I have to calculate the average outside for, because the average is for all the employees together. So I calculate it once. So average equals to S divided by the total number of employees, which is 8. So I put my last print there. The average salary is comma average. So now my exercise is completed. If I run the program, so let's say the first one is 3,000, 4,000, 2,000, 1,500, 1,800, 2,600, 3,200, 1,900. So the result is that 4 employees are paid monthly more than 2,000 euros each. The total amount of money the company pays for salary is 20,000 euros, and the average salary is 2,500. In our next lesson, stay tuned, because first of all I will show you how you can restrict the decimal positions and not in order not to make the result look like that. And we will make more different exercises to understand what we have been taught so far better. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.